Good morning, Misfits. Welcome back. Pasadena day 1.5, depending on who's watching. Had the team competition kickoff yesterday and a pretty embarrassing second and first place finish for Francos.
Terrible.
Just unbelievable. Really good start for Francos, so that'll be exciting to watch them cruise through day 2, and then we're getting ready to go over for Indy day 1. Kelly gets started here in about, warm-up starts in like 40 minutes or so. So got coffee numbers 2 and 3, belt and suspenders kind of day for Indy day 1 competition, but should be a good one.
It felt like the first round and a half of pulling. Just every time I turned the sled around, the first pull, it just folded right up underneath, and then the sled just jammed. First one out. Yep.
Get some food. Nice.
Yeah.
Hydrate, try to get some digestion in, make sure you're eating. You probably don't need as much fuel for the next one, so just feel good about what you've got in your system, and just water with salt for the whole weekend, not just for tomorrow.
Proper fuel, hydrate, baby. Hydrate, baby. Proper fuel.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, you want this?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
See you all in a bit.
Thank you.
Good man.
Water, hydrate.
Water, hydrate. Got it.
See ya.
First event always makes athletes question like their fitness, question where they should be, where they are, and it's not really, especially for a 60 athlete weekend. It's really not going to matter until the end of the 7th event when all the points have kind of been tallied up. So kind of one foot in front of the other, just making sure that we're now just focusing on recovery, and from a just preparation standpoint, can't think about events that are in the bag. We're just looking at that next one.
Sometimes you just like have workouts where all of a sudden you start it and you're like, wow, I do not feel like myself.
Yeah.
Just didn't have another gear, and I tapped out my gears real quick. I just felt like I was holding on for dear life the whole time. I just remember getting no reps and thinking, if we get one more, I'm literally like dead. Like I don't have
I remember
any.
looking at you during the first set of 20 snatches, and then going into the box jumps, and I was like, she's already redlined. And we are a minute into the
I was
workout.
not okay.
I think the only time that I realized it, because I had my back turned to you guys the whole time, is on round 4 when Shaylin and I finished the ski heavy, finished y'all's 3 version, and we finished our box jumps. And I was like, I just took off, like, because I hit my last box jump and just turned around, and then we couldn't go yet because y'all weren't done.
I felt like that before, and like you get on the floor and like you're like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah, the adrenaline.
Yeah, no, it never came.
Did you feel like lightheaded the whole time?
I just had tunnel vision.
Really?
Like everything was dark, and like at one point, like Brandon, I don't remember rounds. Like I know at one point Brandon went to like a rower, and then I went to the other rower, and then he was like, Alexis, and I was like, what? Like I don't.
On the first round, I got on Shaylin's rower, and I couldn't get my feet in. I was like, because her feet are so small. And so I tried to go to Logan's rower on the next round, and then you went to the rower that was to my left again. But like you were too far gone.
I was very much just like hanging on by a thread. There's workouts. There's several in my life, like 5, that have been the worst workouts of my life. One is like a 21-15-9 deadlift pull-up that I did with Travis for team series. Another was Mac. It was 40-30-20 pull-ups and worm squats, and I had the front of the worm for the first time ever in my life. Third hardest workout of my life.
Tell me more about that worm workout.
Was probably 50 pull-ups, 25 burpees box overs with a ruck and dumbbells, and holding double dumbbells, 2 rounds. Oh God, that hurt so bad. They're workouts that like just stick out to you in life as like the worst things you've ever done.
This
Just
one,
a-
wall ball,
I was doing ring muscle
GHD,
ups.
hill run. What does that mean to you?
I was just so sad at that point in my life that
I think we've exposed some weaknesses that we need to work on.
That's data, right?
Yeah, for sure. And we'll definitely change our training up accordingly.
I'm curious as to what those weaknesses are that Shaylin is talking about.
Alexis needs to do 2-a-days. She said it herself that she thinks it'd be helpful to do 2-a-days because anytime we have a long break like we did today, she doesn't feel as good in the second workout. So tomorrow, fortunately, we don't have that. We're back to back like the first day. But for the games, that's not always going to be the case. So like the multiple.
It was last year, thank God,
We'll
but
see.
it doesn't
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. Oh, Logan.
I wish I had
said he needs to get in shape real fast.
We'll start doing some zone 2 there, Logan.
A little bit. I feel like I get a little bit warmed up as the weekend goes on, so I don't have much soreness besides shoulders right now.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Your legs aren't sore?
I mean, my legs are like, they're not sore, but they're not like sore.
You're like fresh?
Not fresh, but I'd say like 85%. Probably.
You look fresh. You makes me mad because I feel like shit.
And he's 30 thrusters shy.
I can attest that my legs are very sore from most thrusters, though. Those 30 thrusters made a difference.
Yeah.
They hurt.
This view of Logan right now. Do you even have pants on?
Why don't you go find out?
Ted, why don't you go find out?
Pants are intact.
That's disappointing to hear.
His legs aren't in the pants holes, but they're at least covering his
There's
junk.
pants under there. They're just not.
Good night.